I'm here in the dispatcher's office of my Transcon 4 layout getting ready for the next operating session. And I thought it'd be worthwhile to take a few minutes to make a short video on the basics of dispatching. And I hope this presentation will dispel any fears you have about dispatching. I think that anybody can do it. You need to be able to multitask, see the big picture of the operation, and also the little detail. Dispatching is an intense job. One has to keep focused at all times, but I think it's fun and I do enjoy it. The main job of the dispatcher, of course, is to direct traffic, and we do this the same on Lee's, on Jim's, and on mine. We use the schematic push pin board. We have dual pins for each train. My schematic is oriented just like a Rand McNally road map, with Chicago in the middle. To the right or the east, you'll run on the Pennsylvania. To the left or the west, you'll run on the Burlington. We have dual pins for each train, one to show where the current location is to the best of your knowledge, and then the other pin to where you've cleared them to. And you'll keep moving those pins as the train progresses. You'll notice I have black pins and red pins. The black pins are on the periphery of the schematic. Those are the trains that will be coming into Chicago. So when you call the train, you'll hand the crew the top card on the pile. This is called a train information card. And the first card here, for example, is Denmark and White River train number 14. And it'll say here it's located on the main line, the depot Savannah. So basically you hand the card to the crew, pick up your master train list and crew call sheet, and there it is, DNWR train number 14. It's on the inbound side. You list their name and what time you gave the card out, and then you just keep calling trains numerically from the top. The other side is the outbound train, so those will be the red pins. You work directly with the two towers. You'll work with the yard masters in Chicago. Obviously, the yard masters, the switch crews in Chicago, need to know when you've called a train that's going to be hitting their yard soon. The train information cards have all the information that the crew is going to need. As I say, it listed the present location, the decoder number, and other information that they'll need to know. We have two ways to communicate here. We can use the radio, we can use the phone. And I'd like for everybody to use the phone when they can. This will keep the radio chatter down. Think of it like this. When you need to get in touch with a crew, you really don't know where they are exactly, so you're going to have to use the radio to give them a call. But when you need to call a tower or a yard master in Chicago, you know precisely where they are. You pick up the phone directory, just find it, and you use the phone to call. When a road crew gets on their train, let's say you've handed them the TIC, basically I tell them, here's your train, go find it, dial into it, and when you're ready to leave, give me a call first, and I'll see if I can get you time on the main. Tell them to call you on the phone, not the radio. There will be a phone right next to where their train is. Truth is, this is an intense job. You need to put your game face on. I understand you have to get up at times, maybe go get a cup of coffee. That's fine. I always let the people know on the radio when I'm leaving the office, and I'll give them a call right back. Kind of broadcast it out. My strongest tip is to get here before the briefing starts, so you can sit down in the dispatcher's chair, look over the dispatcher's board, get familiar with the pins, maybe even walk the layout to make sure you understand where everything's at. I know you're going to enjoy this job, and I'll talk to you a little bit more on the next video about the more micro detail of dispatching. See you then.